Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the place where you learn new skill every time you visit. So keep updating yourself by subscribing to the channel.
In this video, we are going to learn packages in Java and how do we create a package using a BlueJ in Java. So Java packages are like a collection, all right? You can take it as a folder where you can collect many different classes. And now, what is the advantage of having those classes together in a package or a folder? The advantage is that when we import that folder in our any of the program, I would be able to use any of the function in those classes. All right, let me explain it in a better way. First, a definition. A package can be defined as a grouping of related types of classes. It can be interfaces, enumerations, or annotations. Altogether, when you grouped in a folder or at a particular location, it's called a package. Now, why do we need a package? It provides access protection and namespace management. So that means you can group all similar kind of things at a place, right? So it is protected also, and you are giving a namespace management. That means you're managing it well also, right? Now, some of the existing packages in Java which you are using already are java.lang and java.io, right? Java.util, you import it in your program. In every program, you use java.util.star, and then only it allows you to use the functions like system.out.print or sc.nextInt or sc.nextDouble, right? Because those sc.nextDouble are all defined in the package java.util, right? That we have already discussed in the previous videos. Now, we can also create a package, right? Now let's understand this Java package concept in a better way by a example. Suppose I have created a package in BlueJ, right? And my package name is area, right? So as soon as I create a package by the name area, right? And when I and what the package is like a folder, right? So inside that you can create a class, and when you go for the option of creating a class inside that package, automatically this line is included. So the very first line of your class when you open it inside a package is package, and that package name that's by default included. So that means this class will belong to the package area. So whichever program now onwards will import area, all right, would be able to use any of the function of this class. Now in this particular class called rectangle, there's only one class in this package. We have a function called area square. So any program, other program which I will show you practically, which is importing package area, like other than importing java.util.star, I would have one more statement, import area. All right, or specifically if I want to import rectangle class in the inside the area, I will say import area.rectangle. So that means this class is connected to that particular program. Let me show that also here, so then we will understand it better. Right, so this is a class, right? Now you see here we have imported a statement area.rectangle. That means this particular class test package, this is a normal class which we use a normal program, all right, is connected to this area package, and inside that area package it is only connected to a rectangle class. You might have another class here, okay, down below you can write another class like class square or class um, circle, right? But if you want to, and if you say only import area, then you would be able to connect to all the classes which are here, like whether it's an area, whether it's a rectangle, whether it's a square or a circle. But if you specifically want to connect to rectangle class only, which we are doing here, so you have to write that import area, that package name dot the class name. All right. Now how I'm using it here. Now you see there's a simple program main function where I have got a scanner object, and then now you see here I'm creating an object of the class rectangle. But do you see any of here inside this program any of the class by the name rectangle? No, it's not there. Then how? Where is the rectangle class? It is here. Because I have imported the package, now this class is connected to this. So when I create an object of the rectangle class, which is not here, but it is somewhere here, some remote location, some different location, but it is able to create the object of that. So here I'm creating a rectangle, obj equals to new rectangle. So I created an object. Now why do I create an object? Normally I create an object to call the functions of that, to use the functions of that class. All right. So before using the function of that class, I'll get the length and breadth from user into x and y. Now I want to use the function of the class rectangle. And what is the function inside the class rectangle? That is area square, which has double parameter. We could have named it as area rectangle. Okay, square because it's actually a formula of rectangle. No issues. When we do practically, we'll do it properly with the proper name. So over here, a function area square, which is taking two parameters, double length and breadth, and calculating area of that particular rectangle by multiplying and then returning it. So this area will be calculated and returned back. Where it is returned back? Back to the place from where I called it, here. And then it gets stored into answer. And now when I print the answer, I should get the proper area. All right. So this is a concept of, this is an idea of kind of package. When we do it practically, you'll understand it better. It's a simple concept. Just uh, package is a folder, a location where similar kind of classes, I'm sorry, not similar, you can say, whatever classes you want to group into that, you can use it. And then when you import that package in your program, you would be able to use the functions which are defined on those classes. That's a simple way to understand a package. Okay. So now creating a package. To create a package, we should choose a name for the package. We should include a package statement along with that name at the top of every source file that we include in the package, which we have just seen, that the class rectangle having the first statement as package and package name. Now the package statement should be the first line in the source file. If package name is not used, then the source file is placed in the default package. Okay, that means wherever whichever folder it is there, it is considered in that package. We can only include one package statement in each source file. Okay, so one source file can go to one package only, it can't go to two packages. So that means we can have only one include statement in, we can only include one package statement in each source file. All right, now how do we create a package in BlueJ actually? So in BlueJ, you have to go to edit option, choose a new package, type the package name. As soon as you type a package name, a symbol something like comes up. Suppose I've typed the package name is area, something like this will come. When I double click on this, over here, okay, one more project kind of thing will open, and inside that I can define a class, or I can define a class rectangle or a square or whatever, right? So inside that you have to double click and then you can define a class as I shown in the previous example, as I've shown you the previous example. Now let's understand this practically. All right, so it will be better us if you do it practically. So here's the BlueJ, right? And in this BlueJ screen, I am going to, as I told you, that I have to create a package. I have to go to edit, new package, and I'm creating the same package, guys, or I can create a new package, that doesn't matter. So I will say this time calculation. All right, so my package name is calculation. As I do that, something like this come, kind of smaller version of this big project. All right, we double click on this, and again, as I told you, smaller version of the project comes up. Now here you can define a class. Now whatever class you define here, that will come under this package calculation. Okay, so I'll create a class called add. All right, just to add two numbers. So I'll double click on this. See, the first statement is already by default included, which says package calculation. So that means this class is going to be inside the package calculation. Now what I'll do in this class, I'll create a class name add. Okay, and as I told you, this class will only have a function which will add two numbers. All right, that is the idea. So the particular function which is adding two numbers, I'll name it as sum, is going to return the answer in a double. So it will take two numbers basically. So double x double y. So this particular function sum, which belongs to a class add, which is inside a package calculation, is taking two numbers which are in double, and it is summing it up and returning it back. You can have an extra variable here, double s, and then s equals to x plus y, and then you say returns. All right. So this particular program is, I can check it by compiling, compiles with no syntax error, right? So I've created a package which I have one class adds. And now one thing is very important, you have to make the access specifier of everything over here is public, because you are going to access this out from outside the class. So even your class, even your function are going to be public. Here the file name is add, all right? So the class name is add, because you know the file name and the class name should be same. So what I'm going to do is I'm closing this. I know it's working with syntax error, and I'm creating another class in this package, right? Which will have the name subtract. So now here it is, and you see the package name is already included, and I'll paste that code which I. So I have a package name calculation. Inside that two classes are there, add and subtract, and inside those add and subtract, the function, first function name is sum under the add, and subtract, I think I kept the same name of the function. Let's not do that, because then it will become a constructor. Let's make difference. All right, difference, perfect. Now I'm going to create a class, a normal class, a normal program in this package mega tutor online, which where I'm going to use the calculation package. So I can name it as test package, the class name. Here comes the test package. Okay, now in this test package, first thing I'll import calculation. So when I say import calculation, I have to mention which class I want to import. Import calculation dot, I think the first class was add. Okay, and then I can say import calculation dot star. So that will import both the classes, because anyhow I'm going to use the second class subtract also. Now I'll create another class here the normal way which I do. For that I need to import a normal utility package, and class, what do you call that, yeah, the test package is the name. Sorry, test package is the name for this particular class. Now here I'll create a main function with string arguments, and where I'm going to call those classes. Now to call those classes I need two numbers, right? So I can ask the user to input two numbers. So for that I will create an object of the scanner class, and I will ask the user to enter the two numbers. So enter two numbers. I think the parameter I gave there is a double, so I should take those variable as double. So double x or double a equals to se dot next double, and double b equals to se dot next double. All right, now I have input the two numbers. Now I need to call those functions which are not here, which are inside the package calculation. Okay, now how will I call that? I'll create an object of those classes. I remember the first class was add. Okay, I can check it out by going to the package. Okay, and check it. Yeah, the first class was add, second class was subtract, right? So I'll create an object of add obj1 equals to new add. Okay, and then I'll call the function which is inside the add, which was the name was sum, and I have passed a and b. Now that function was returning a value, so I should have another variable which will hold that answer which is returned back. So I'll take another variable over here, answer. Somewhere here I'll declare. So now I say answer equals to. So the answer, the sum will be returned back, which will get stored into the answer variable, and I'm going to print it. Sum is, or sum of what was those, a and b is answer. All right, so you have called the first function of the class. Now since the other class is also imported, because I said calculation dot star, so that means whatever classes are there in the calculation, the both are imported, so connected or imported. So I'll create an object of the second class. The second class was subtract. So I'll create another object, subtract obj2 equals to new subtract, and then what I'll do is I'll call this function, I'll call that another function whose name's what, difference. So difference and pass a and b to it. So I think the spelling, I need to check the spelling of the function name which I did inside it. So it was difference, diffference, because the name shall match, otherwise it's not going to recognize that. No, this is not here. There we go. Here, test package. So yeah, should have the same name. I need to call it through the object also. obj2.difference a comma b. Okay, now I'll print the answer also. So I'll just copy paste this here, and I'll say the difference of a and b is answer. All right, and then I think the program is ending over here. Now let me compile and check it out. So compile, test package. I gave, it's asking for two numbers. I gave two numbers here. Let me just scroll it up so that you can see the input also. So 10 is the first number I gave, 5 is the second number I gave. So sum is 10, sum of 10 and 5 is 15, difference of 10 and 5 is 5. So that's perfectly working all right. Okay, now that is package, and that is the way we use package, right? So that means package can use a function of a class which is not defined in this class, but it is defined in a folder by the name, we call it package, and in this program the folder of the package name is calculation. Since I imported the calculation dot star, that means all the package of this. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll only import one class, so calculation dot add. Okay, now when I compile, it's going to give me an error. See, it's giving cannot find symbol subtract, because now I have not imported the class subtract, right? So either I have one more statement where I import the subtract class also, then that error will go away, or I should say, all right, now when I compile, no error will come. Yeah, okay. Or the best way is, if you want to import all the classes of that function, say import calculation dot star. So that will import all the classes, whether it's add or subtract in this example. All right. So I think you would have understood this. If you have any doubt, please comment, mail me. All right, I'll reply back to you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving your time to watch this video. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe.
If you are new to the channel, please subscribe it. Also press the bell notification so that you get notification as soon as I release a new video. Share and like the video.